Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, welcome to another video. I can't believe how cozy this is feeling. Like we got the fire burning, not really, just in a massive hoodie, like love it. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking all things Christmas. Now, Christmas can be a really difficult time for so many people, including myself. And that's why I wanted to do a video on it to basically, I've got a hot water bottle, to basically help people through the festive period and actually acknowledge that it is hard and just talk about it and talk about perhaps strategies and things that can also help get us through the Christmas period. So yeah, that's what we're going to do in today's video. But first things first, we have got Pepsi Max. Now, are you team Pepsi Max or team Diet Coke or Pepsi or Coca-Cola? That made no sense. Are you team Pepsi or Cola? I still don't think that makes any sense, but it says Pepsi Cola, so I don't know if they're the same brand but just a different thing. We shall not know. Now, I want to open this so bad, but I don't want to spill it on the carpet because that is not going to be good. Gosh. I'm just going to open it. There we go. It didn't spill. Then I'm going to have one sip and put it on the table. Delightful. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. How are you all doing? So let's get started. As you can see, I'm making a little bracelet for my friend because you guys know me. I do love to do two things at once, but at the same time I can't multitask. So let's see how this goes. But question number one, I haven't looked at these questions. Christmas with recent loss. Yeah, that is so beyond difficult. And first of all, I am so sorry. Christmas time is a time that's associated with so much joy and so much like innocence and kind of festivities and like, I don't know, just, yeah, Christmas joy. But for so many people, Christmas can actually be one of the hardest times of the year. And I want to spread awareness of that. But like, because of, for me, like Christmas is associated with loss, and it is really hard because especially when you have lost someone, and Christmas is like traditionally a time where like families or friends come together and that person or whoever it is missing, it is really, really hard. And I think it's so important to distract yourself, like distract yourself and go to Christmas markets and do Christmassy things, but also recognize that actually this is really shit. It really does hurt, and you are okay to feel that. Like, you are not responsible for maintaining the happiness of other people. If you feel sad, you don't have to feel guilty for that. Like, that is your feelings, and your feelings are valid. Like, you don't have to mask on Christmas Day just for the sake of like putting on this persona that makes it seem that you're really happy when you're actually really struggling. So I think it's about being honest with people, and, you know, like telling people how you feel. Maybe not like you're not at the dinner table in front of everybody, but, you know, having a few people that you feel like you can trust and actually check in with throughout the Christmas period. And also set boundaries. Like, if your family or friends or whoever it is, kind of like they have like a lot of traditions whereby, you know, they're spending so much time together, socializing, parties, like all that sort of stuff, like set boundaries and be like, you know what, I can't do that. Like, I can't do this marathon that is socializing for 7 days straight or however long it is. Set boundaries and be like, I just need time by myself. But equally set boundaries and be like, I don't want to be by myself. Like, I want to be with people. I want people to like be there for me. It's just about getting through in whatever way that you can, like just whatever way that you can, because it is so hard. And the thing that is the hardest thing is the fact that, well, in my opinion, is like the fact that everyone, you know, feels so happy and you just don't feel that happiness because of things that you're going through. So I think it is really, really hard. And yeah, I just want to say that, like, reach out to people, and whether that be, you know, someone that you know, or there's like helplines. I know there's like Samaritans and other ones. Like, just please talk to people, because that is, even though that's the scariest thing, that is the thing that will hopefully make you feel less alone if you have people to trust. Okay, next question. Now, so many people, I've just had a little scroll through, and so many people have put about food. So we're going to talk about food in general on Christmas Day, around Christmas, because it is a lot. Like, it is so much, like sensory wise, just with change, with just stimulation. Like, there's so much more to it that's not even the food, like socializing, sitting down at a table, like just all these sorts of things that perhaps people that aren't autistic or, you know, love that sort of thing wouldn't even notice. So I think first up, it's about acknowledging, you know what, this is really hard for me, and then making kind of adaptations in order for you to be able to access it and get through it as best as possible. Now, if you're struggling with perhaps a Christmas dinner, or you're really struggling with just the whole food element this Christmas, know that as much as it's important to challenge yourself, know that there will be more Christmases. You know what I mean? Like, this Christmas, well, no Christmas is perfect, but just don't put pressure on yourself to make it perfect when, like, it, not to burst the dream, but just Christmas is never going to be perfect. You know, the ads that we see on TV are just so, like, couldn't be further from reality for so many families or friends or out there. So I just want you to just not put pressure on yourself, and try and get through it, again, the best way that you can. You know, whether that be, you know, having, you know, something that you're comfortable with, or eating in a separate room, or whatever it is. Like, I don't want you to put pressure on yourself and force yourself to do things for the sake of other people, and basically then burn yourself out. Or if you just simply cannot do it, like, that is okay. There are more Christmases to come. But equally, I do think it is important to, like, challenge yourself and not let the eating disorder win, because, you know, it's taken away so much of your life and your happiness. Like, it doesn't deserve to take that away from you anymore. So I think, you know, there's two angles to it. Like, yes, it's so important to push yourself, at the same time sometimes you just can't, and that is okay, and people should understand that. Like, if people don't understand it, which, you know, not everyone does, unfortunately, what I would say is, like, basically the eating disorder charity for the UK, called Beat, is an amazing charity. Like, there's so many resources on there. Definitely perhaps signpost them to that. But, like, it is just one day. Don't put pressure on yourself for actual Christmas Day, because yes, there's one Christmas Day a year, but that doesn't mean, you know, that you can't experience Christmas on other days of the year. Like, you might, you know, in 6 months' time, you might perhaps be in a better place, and you want to, you know, you want to join in, and you want to have a family meal. Have a family meal. It doesn't have to be in Christmas Day. It can just be, you know, a random Sunday, you know what I mean? Or a random Tuesday, and you invite all the family over and have a nice family meal. And, you know, like, don't put pressure on yourself on the 25th of December, because you can still experience that on other days of the year. Next question. This is actually so cozy until an ad comes on the TV screen, and then it's going to be a bit less cozy. Next one, being autistic and feeling overwhelmed. Quite a few people have said overwhelmed, still feel overwhelmed on days after, calm down when autistic meltdowns start, not to get overwhelmed, all that sort of stuff. It is very difficult not to get overwhelmed on Christmas Day, because as autistic people, Christmas Day, I thought I spelled it wrong. Know that. That's how you spell that, isn't it? I'm trying to write know that you are loved. That. This is the thing with dyslexia, is I don't actually know if that's how you spell that, which is being really vulnerable right now, because sometimes I just look at well and I'm like, I don't know if that's how you spell it, like, it looks foreign. Anyway, yeah, that's been really vulnerable. But reality of dyslexia, I think, like, with overwhelming at Christmas, yeah, that's what I was saying. Christmas as an autistic person, for me anyway, is literally like my worst nightmare. Not because, like, I love my family, you know, I love spending time together, I love everything, you know, it's not about that. It's just about the fact that Christmas involves socialization, and a lot of socialization, and it is a lot of expectations, a lot of just things going on, and it's hard when you don't like change, when you like routine, when you like predictability, when you don't like overstimulating environments, when you get overwhelmed easily, like, you know what I mean? So it is really hard. Yeah, it's just really hard. So I feel like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, here's how to not get overwhelmed, because I feel like you are gonna get overwhelmed, because Christmas is a really overwhelming time, and you could literally do nothing for the whole of Christmas, and you might still get overwhelmed because you go perhaps out your house and then there's Christmas music playing, and then there's everyone's out because they're Christmas shopping, and it's like super busy, and you know, then you get like, I don't know, just like bombarded with all these smells. Like, it's a lot, and I feel like you can't really escape it sometimes. Like, you can't just de-Christmasify your December, because like there's so many elements to Christmas that happen that aren't inside your control, if that makes sense. Like, what I would say is, like, I can't say how to not get overwhelmed, but I can say that it is so important to navigate the Christmas period with accommodations in place. Try and not put expectations on yourself, and just know that you're doing your best. So I think it's just about knowing your limits, again, setting boundaries, and just kind of engaging in things that feel okay and not engaging in things that don't. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to say yes to everything. If someone's having a Christmas party and there's Christmas drinks, you don't have to say yes. But equally, if you want to say yes, you know, and you think you'll enjoy it, do it. Have a prep day before and have a recovery day after. Like, do it that way. You know what I mean? You don't have to do it 7 days on the trot. Like, you can say what's okay for you. You can say what's too much. And if people don't like that, they're gonna have to deal with it. Sorry to be rude. I think we have time for one more question. I can't think of what to do because I can't multitask. Know that you are, that's what I need to write, you are. Because I'm writing you are loved. I think I need another swig of Pepsi Max. Sorry, guys. Cheers, guys. Oh, wow. So good. I used to be a Diet Coke person through and through. But then I tried Pepsi Max and then I was converted. Short story, film credits, ending. Okay, next one is being with extended family, not people you're with every day. That is really difficult, because it is hard, especially socializing and you haven't seen them in a while, well, a long time, because then you have a lot to catch up on, and that's a lot of social energy, everything like that. Like, you know, it's just hard. It is really hard, especially if people stay over. It can be really hard as well, because you don't have the social, like, downtime. You don't have space to, like, basically be alone. So I think it's about creating that space where you can be alone. Like, you know, like telling people that your bedroom is a safe space, you know, please don't go in it, you know, stuff like that. I know it's so hard with communication, like, it's so hard, but what is that on the screen? Was it an ad playing? Hopefully not. Anyway, don't put pressure on yourself. Set boundaries. I feel like I'm repeating myself so much, but set boundaries. Be honest with people, and have almost like a spokesperson who can also advocate for you, because that's really helpful. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. It is so cozy. Like, you know, we've got the fireplace in the background. The lighting isn't too bad. I've put the lamps on and stuff. Like, it's really cozy. So yeah, I'm definitely going to film here again. Like, it's a really cozy background. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a massive thumbs up. Please I just dropped on the floor. Please subscribe if you're new. That would be absolutely amazing. It would be lovely to see you stick around, and I'll see you guys very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.